Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I'm nearly ready, guys. I am nearly ready. Nearly ready. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ba-da-ba-da-bam, ba-da-ba-da-bam. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning. Hello, hello. I'm back for another stream of Plane Shift. Today is a bit of a weird timing, but as I told you, there are a few things I have to take care of, and so my schedule is not that guaranteed anymore. Hello, hello. Why my microphone sometimes works, sometimes not? It's kind of random. I think my microphone is anyway conflicting with the webcam somehow. I have this feeling. Well, we finished the name generator. Ah, very nice, huh? We finished the name generator. We have now all the rules for name generation under races, and so I don't know, you go under Dermorian and you go under names, and you see that there is phonetic style, primary consonants, occasional consonants, common patterns, primary vowels, endings and such, right? So very nice, very nice. And it's there for all the races, and is also implemented in our game in the character creation. And in fact, we're gonna use it immediately because now we need a name, right? I'm thinking, where should I write the story? Where should I write the story? I mean, the best would be in a book, but I mean, we can sketch it here. It's not that we have to do it separately, right? We can sketch it here. Oh wow, this thing, it just came out of nowhere, but I like it. So I asked on Discord some help on the Smiters Guildhall backstory, and actually I got some interesting stuff that we are gonna read right now. Okay, so this is my text, right? This is my text. I don't know if I should put it in temporarily. Maybe in a LibreOffice document or something. LibreOffice writer, yes. Yes. Parabam pam pam. Parabam pam 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 pam. Throne and Liberty music, okay. So this was my text. And I was saying, so we are discussing about the backstory, right? The backstory for the War Smiters, okay? I really don't know why I'm doing it in a LibreOffice document now that I think about it. Just do it in a Google Docs because it's so much easier, right? Just so much easier. Because it stays there, people can change it in the future. So we call it War Smiters Guild All Backstory. Okay. So these are some of the. There is some of the brainstorming, right? And selected images in unsupported format. GG. GG. Now you can do it, huh? Why we are in white mode and not in dark mode? Why? Because this is the problem. Okay, the images are fucked. Okay, I think I can live with that. So we are brainstorming on the backstory for the War Smiter Guild, okay? And I still have stuff here in the middle of the kitchen. Wait. Too much stuff. I have too much stuff in places where it should not be. So my text was, I like a wizard of some sort. I would also like to connect the Quildrake maybe. The creature only has the base version before, and the love and crystal variation were created by the wizard with his experiments. For example, the material he used or the magic he used in his underground cave polluted the underground river from which Ojavera wells are getting water. The wizard mutated himself into a giant Quildrake made of lava. The Quildrake was so big that it required huge amount of food and was devastating. And was devastating some of the desert villages, maybe? These are all hypotheses, right? Just like question mark, because I don't know if you want to do it this way, but including one where a daughter, wife, friend of our hero was. The hero defeated the wizard Quildrake mutation, but the race remained. Right. Then I have another comment, which is this one, right? Which is actually thinking to the bludgeoning weapon guild, because our war smiter is a bludgeoning weapon guild. The crystal drake would be better choice to fight as a blunt damage. As blunt damage is great on crystal, while is bad on leather. Maybe both, first the leather and then the crystal. And then the crystal. Then this is Uajet actually. So this is me. I don't know, we can do me in one color, Uajet in another color, but it's the same. At the end they're all ideas, but we can do, I don't know, this blue for me. I cannot read it at all. Okay, this blue. And this is Uajet. There is Uajet we can do in, I don't know, orange. Unreadable. Orange. Okay. This one is readable. And Uajet said, wait. And Uajet said, let me just remove these things. Uajet said, if the mage was developing new varieties of Quilldrake, obviously. New Quilldrake varieties, then fighting all three would make sense. Fighting all three? I did make up some stuff about the Quilldrakes at an event recently. The lava Quilldrake generated heat from their quills for defense, and the crystal ones were resistance to magic. All venomous. All venomous. The player got venom samples, which will play into the next event. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I said that the venom from the crystal Quilldrake interfered with the ability to use magic. But I don't think the current combat system supports that. Well, you can have a magic resistance on the creature, right? So you can add to the creature a magic resistance on all the ways. And this will... Hello, who joined? Hello, Revelator2209. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. You are a fellow game dev in a design role. Or at least I hope to be when I find work. Okay, I recently finished university and I'm wondering if you can offer advice for finding work in the industry, as I'm hearing lots of conflicting advice from others, so I would like to hear your opinions. Well, my problem is that I'm not really inside this industry, right? So I'm doing this as a hobby, and so I never actually well, it is not true though. I submitted my resume one time to Blizzard North, believe it or not. I don't think that many people know it, but I did. When I was very young, and then I always work for different companies. But my suggestion, right, will be to really build something and then present what you built into your resume. I think that if you have, you know, a game on itch.io, or you have a game somewhere that you built or something that you designed, I mean, you have to show something, right? So a resume like, hey, I like video games, it goes nowhere, right? So it's not really interesting. What is at least what would be interesting to me, but again, I'm not in the mind of the people that are hiring, even if in the past I hired people myself, but I hired in another field, not video games, would be to build something that you can show, right? That I think will be the best way. And then, yeah, and then to just go to every single website of every single company that you think can be good for you, study their website, study their product, see what open careers they have, because maybe they have, right? Usually companies, large but also medium companies, have a career page, right, where they show you the open positions, and then definitely apply to those open positions, and send your whatever you have built, right? Whatever you have built, which doesn't have to be a full game. It can be a prototype, it can be a, you know, it can be a study on something, or it can be something that you think is relevant. You have a portfolio start with a couple of projects. Okay, that's good. The main thing I hear when I get turned down for the role is lack of industry experience. How old are you? Just to understand, I mean, you don't have to tell me the exact number if you don't want to, but just roughly, you know, if you are in your 20s, in your 30s, or okay, 23. Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand the lack of industry experience, because 23, I mean, in the gaming industry, I'm not saying that 23 is old, right? But 23 is already a kind of an age, right, for the gaming industry. And so that is why probably they would like you to have maybe 1 or 2 years of experience already. I mean, I don't think they are asking much, right? But like 1 year maybe. Hello, official. So yeah, you get turned down. If you get turned down, I mean, can you show me the portfolio? Maybe I can give you some suggestions. Can you cannot post links, but maybe in our Discord you can send me a link, or just type it without the dots, you know. Just type it without the dots, so that I can see it. Because maybe there is something wrong in your portfolio, I don't know. Right? Maybe the way it's presented, the way it's listed, I don't know. Maybe we can give you some advice there. Meanwhile, the player got Venom sample, which went in the next event. I said that the Venom from the crystal will drag. Okay, so that is Widget saying this, right? Then after that, there is a long text by Kifu that I didn't read yet, and I have to read now. We will read it now, right? There is a Kifu. We can put it in green, maybe. Oh, we change indentation. Okay, so what he's saying, let me make it a bit bigger so that we can see something. Okay. The bludgeoning damage being the only thing effective at fighting the wizard in lava quilldrake form. I think we have, I don't know, because the lava quilldrake is this one, right? And it's very leather. It looks a bit like leather. Now, I don't know if he's rock, but I don't think he's rock, because if he was rock, he couldn't really move well. So I don't know. I always thought of this like, yes, there is a bit of a lava. But we can also say that, yeah, the both monsters are more affected by the bludgeoning weapons, maybe. I think we have a silent spell that assumes to reduce the chances of full cast, but never verify that. So it's just standard desert lizard being mutated. It's just standard desert lizard that are being mutated. More viable mutation reproduces, or do evaluation existing current year? Ah, yeah, this question he asked me if the variation were existing. Yes, the variation are existing. So this is not really relevant. The Crystal Drake could have a large aura that prevents casting. Lore could be the mutated energies of the Crystal Quilldrake are creating a disrupted field, making glyphs use dangerous. Making glyph use dangerous. That's not a bad idea. I will have to send a portfolio another time. I'm at work on a break at the moment. I've been doing freelance work and things, which is good experience. Okay. What is this project you're working on? Our project is an MMO, right? And you can see some screenshots here, right? It's an MMO, like a fantasy, old school MMO with, you know, swords and sorcery kind of thing. And there is a big part of exploration. I mean, big part of the game is exploration. And there are a lot of NPC, a lot of quests, a lot of creatures, and yeah, crafting. At this point, we have pretty much everything. I mean, we have all the core functionality, you know, of an MMO, and we have like nearly 500 quests. So there is actually a lot to do in the game these days. It's released, so if you want to try it, you can just click on download now, and you can download it. The problem is that it's a very, very large project. I mean, you know, it's an MMO, so as you may understand, is an insanely big project, and so that is why I'm working on it since 20 years in my spare time. But it's there. I'm happy that it's released. And at the moment we are working on the background story for one of the guild halls. Actually, this guild halls that I showed you a second ago, this one. So we want to create the backstory. So who built it, why build it, and a bit of the backstory of this character and such, right? So we are, yeah. We are brainstorming on that. I think I have in mind now, pretty much. I have in mind an idea. I mean, a main plot, right? But I need to develop it a bit. The Crystal Drake could have a large area preventing casting. Okay, but that doesn't care too much. Lore could be mutated energy. The Crystal could Drake is filmmaking live dangerous. So that is kind of interesting, right? So we could have actually, I think it would be fun if the glyphs, right, were working differently, or were having unpredictable results, right? Some magic was having some unpredictable results, and as a result of that, the plague started, right, in Ojaveda. So it basically developed through misuse of magic. Oh, that is cool, good lordom. Yeah, we have a lot of lore in our game. Actually, our game is based in a stalactite inside a hollow world, which is already weird enough. And we developed our own races. I mean, there are some races that are similar to the existing fantasy races, like the elves or the aquatic elves, or the dwarves. But also we have some special races that other games do not have, like this one, which is kind of a silicon-based creature, or this one, which is a kind of a reptilian that can also fly. And well, this one is the typical Khajiit, but anyway, we invented it pretty much. Well, no, we invented it after the Khajiit was already there. I did the research and they invented it first. But anyway, we have this Diaboli race, we have different, we have this Lemur race, we have different races that are a bit special to our game, and they all have different traits and characters and such. So yeah, we are really a role-playing game, right? So we are an RPG where the R to us really makes sense and means something. I mean, most games are RPG, and the R does not make any impact on the game, right? I mean, yeah, you can choose maybe a class, that's it. Perhaps instead of silent, there could be a spell, backfire, or random target. An alchemist turned rogue crystal way wizard. What? What does this mean? An alchemist turned rouge. That is French. Maybe it was rogue crystal way wizard. Ostracized from society, found their home in an abandoned cave where enough lizards lived to sustain him. Over the time, becomes a crazy man, lizard man, like a crazy cat lady. This is when they find some banned toxic material that causes mutation in some of the lizards deep in the cave. The opening of this barrel contains has much more violent mutation to then to twist the lizard. The other small mutated lizards also get bit. Dumping mutation causes different type of mutation to variants. One a viable reproduction. Then there is some larger lizard with extra thick hide. The twisted crystal where lizard become the alpha lizard. The other one follow him when he leaves the cave. Isolated villages and townships do not change as the lizard came out to their field. Yeah, I think this part may be okay. One of the farms raided is the hero Uncle Aunt where they were visited. Okay. The hero does not arrive properly prepared for this problem and encounter the survivors and fighters in the region. Many lives will be lost if our hero goes back to his companion. At least he always has his Bloodless Mace Hammer. The rag-tapped group manages to salvage some supplies. Used when hunting down this ravenous pack of giant lizards. Some other people involved need to survive to pass the on the story. To pass, need to survive two. There's a lot of two, but anyway, to pass on the story. Hello Hula, hi. Yeah, today we have a weird time stream, and I can stay here only until 6, unfortunately. So we have about 2 more hours, which is okay. I can be on tomorrow more. Maybe tomorrow I can try to do a longer stream. Direct tags. Some people involved survive to pass the story. We need to name the material, the barrel box, causing the mutation. One person will color remaining mutating engineering around. You can just get lucky in encounter. Is the poison source? It needs to be addressed. Could it be mutating water microbiome? Moving the strange barrel away from the edge of the water. Needs to be taken to some properly disposed of. Whatever closest material to lead. Perhaps the container was cracked. It's the way rogue opening caused a major mutation event. Perhaps the container was cracked. The crystal way rogue open it up, causing the major mutation event. Energy is dissipated but still generating mutating energy. It makes it more viable for you to move and manage the thing. The person riding in the cart with it becomes affected by mutation before getting to level some alchemist. Without more random water all the time, the population 5 level of immunity too. There are some good ideas here, but doesn't really flow. Doesn't really flow. The game I'm building is one where the players run in a tavern, runs a tavern in a fantasy world. The idea is to play the role of the NPC from a D&D game that sends party on adventures. Nice. The player will be able to sell the party's item or magical goods to increase the chance that the adventure is successful and to increase down reputation. Okay, I see. Okay, so you're managing the tavern where the adventurers are coming. Nice. think it's interesting, yeah. Interesting. Okay, there is one thing I want to check, because this period of 670, right? 670. So I think in the Enki story there is nothing 670, right? Exactly, there is nothing. So for the Enki we are good. But the question is there any other race that did something in those years? Yup, like the aliens, for example. The daughter of the master, Geraldine Salicaris, was elected new Octarch. The child of Geraldine, Elias Salicaris, was elected new Octarch. The child of Elias, Elias Salicaris, was elected new Octarch. Okay, so here there is a whole generation, I mean, like 3 generations that are... okay. Okay. So in theory, 670 is kind of here, right? And I'm thinking if we can connect our story, for example, to this daughter, right? So if we have like the daughter visit Ojaveda for whatever reason, for a diplomatic, visit Ojaveda for a diplomatic mission, and she gets the plague there, and Themostes, which is the current Octarch at that time, no, it can be the daughter actually. It can be the daughter. 670. I think this is a good connection. I think we can do it this way. Let me see if there is other stuff happening in those years. If there is other stuff happening in those years. But you know, the fact that Idla is so close to Oja, I think is the best. No, 670 here is nothing. 670 here is nothing. Nothing. Okay, it seems consistent that pretty much all our races do not have anything defined after 650, except, here it is, wait. 665. The Ilian uprising. The Ilian living in Amnedair were not given the same rights as the Clares. The political decision made by the Clares was big. Okay. The Ilian revolted and demanded to be treated equally. They only partially succeeded. A few Ilian were elected in the political society. The Cleros elders supported the Ilian by ban more violent games in the arena, with the intent of focusing on the people. The exchange with a safer sport, the mountain, okay. Without the games, the crime, okay. The bond. The merchant of Amnedair, uneasy with the taxes imposed by the governor, formed an agreement with the Thieves Guild. Yeah, but I mean, this place is kind of far from. It's like the opposite side of the world, right? Compared to Oja, so I think it is not a big deal. I think it's fine actually. Enki, we said nothing. Diaboli, we said nothing. Okay. Stonehammer, yeah, we have 9 races, my boys. That's the problem. If you are making a game, don't do it with 9 races. Do it with 3, okay? Strong suggestion from my side. Or you're going to go crazy like we do. Lemur. Ararararam. Fantastic Dota music. The best. Bum bara bum 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 bum. Any of you playing Dota? I played a lot and I really like it. Now the only question is, would this guy be the husband, right, or the promised husband of Geraldine? Hello, imaginary villain. Hey, thank you for the raid. Oh, 13 people. We are a very small channel, so 13 people is a lot for us. Thank you. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Welcome, raiders. Hello, imaginary villain. What do I know you already? Or I don't know. What do you do on Twitch? Yeah, he's already there. So we saw each other already. Just don't remember because my brain is stupid. Ah, I'm following you already. Yes. Ah, the Metrovania. Ah, I remember now. I remember. Hello. Welcome back. I remember that. I remember also the character, and they was jumping around in a demo. I remember that. Yeah. All is going well. I'm working. I mean, I'm back from vacation since a week, so I didn't really restart fully. But we are working on this guild house. This guild house, which is a building. I mean, it looks like a statue, but in reality it's a building. You can go inside of it. You can see here some of the fences and you know an area here outside, and there are rooms inside the torso, and also you can go up there in the helmet. And you have a Steam page. Nice. Do you want me to wish list it if it helps? What is the name? I can wish list it if you want. I think wish listing helps, right? This is what they tell me, because you get more exposure with Steam, and the algorithm likes you and whatever. So we are building this. We are trying to decide the backstory, right? The backstory of this building. And my suggestion is that we define a name. So I think I have it in my mind now. Okay, I think we can try to write it down. So that is the story. The story is the following. In 664, Geraldine, an alien female, became the new Octarch of the Dome, right? At least to my understanding, here is elected new Octarch. I mean, I really hope that is the Octarch. Yeah, but it's because it's the Salicario, so it's the same family. Wishlishing is great if you have to convince Steam that somebody will ignore you. Exactly. What is the name of the thingy? I can wish list it, no problem. Imaginary. What is the name of the thing? You have the link here. About.
All right. Going live. Yep.
Puppet Quest. Puppet Quest. Puppet Quest. Puppet Quest. There is no link though. You should put the link here. Ah, is here, is here, is here. Is here, is here, is here, is here. I found it, I found it, I found it, I found it. I found it. I found it. Found it. Yeah, I will wishlist it now. Or I will forget, you know. Or I will forget. Add to wishlist. Done. Coming soon, huh? Coming soon. Single player, family sharing, Xbox controller, DualShock controller, English, action, adventure, RPG. Okay. If anyone wants to wishlist it, go ahead and do it. Do it! +1, you know? +1. You probably need thousands. But anyway, you know, +1 is always +1. Okay, story. 664. Story 664. The daughter of this guy becomes the daughter of Themostes Salicarius. It is called Geraldine. Was elected as new Octarch of the Dome. The Dome is the main level, let's say the main area where the game happens, right? Okay, I would say that a few years later, 667, she falls in love with. Now we need a name. Haha, but now we have our generator. Haha. Haha, we made the generator also for this. So we can generate infinite names now by race. Yeah, exactly. +1 is always good. Plus, maybe someone else here in the stream will do +1, you know. So maybe it's +2. I think Hula will do it. Hula is our faithful, omnipresent viewer, and maybe he will do, or he will say, "No, I don't use Steam." Possible. No, wait, I'm not using the right client. This is the right client. There it is. But anyway, if you want to know a bit about our game, this is our game, right? So you have different characters that you can see, and different items you can equip, like helms, armor, and whatever. There are 9 different races, completely different from each other, or very different from each other, male and female. And there is a chainmail, for example, for a female alien, which is basically a human. These are the Dermorians and such, right? But anyway, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create a new character. The story. And I will try to generate. The funny part is that I really only play games on Epic, mostly because they give me yeah. They give so many games. By the way, now that you mentioned it, the last time I checked, I think it was a long time ago. Let me check now. Also Fab. Ula, we forgot Fab. When is the last time we checked Fab? It was like a month ago. I haven't opened Steam. Not sure I can play with my PC. Okay, well, it's fine. You are running this coffee machine PC and it's not working. Fine. I told you that I have a laptop that I don't use. You don't want it. I have a laptop which is pretty good that I don't use. I can send it to you, but you don't want it. I don't know why. It's very strange. Yeah, we do fab all the time, but then I went to holidays, you know. And I forgot, and then I was not there. Machinarium, I think this one we have already. I remember this one. Yeah, I remember it. But it's not in the library, so maybe we have it in some other, maybe we have it in GOG, we have it in Amazon Prime, we have it in whatever. There are so many places where they give you free games that is insane. It's insane. Okay, this one we got. I think that one I played, by the way, because I really remember it. And this one, no, this one I never played it. I probably will never play. But anyway, you know, Miss Free, we can get it. I mean, we can get it. My hobby is actually that I collect free games. Oh my god. It's not having the time to play them, so I just collect. So you have all the GOG and all the other libraries. There are infinite ones where you can get free games. I think anyway the free games are bad. I mean, not that they are bad games. It's bad that they give out so many free games because they are polluting the market completely. So it's not reasonable. Not reasonable. The pollution of free games is insane. Fac.com, no, fab.com. Let me see what we have. Limited time free. Free until September 9. I think we skipped one then. Maybe because, yeah, potentially. Yeah, I think we skipped one. Abandoned hospital. We cannot use anything of this. Completely useless. But we will get it anyway. Maybe one day we'll make another game, you know, and you never know. You never know. Oh my god. Authenticator app. Authenticator app. Okay. Yeah, it's the right account, yeah. Holy Jesus, what happened? 2 weeks? I've been away 2 weeks and it doesn't recognize me anymore. It doesn't recognize me anymore. Easy. There is a conference meeting room. Ah, the small football camp here. How it's called? It's called, I don't remember. We cannot use any of this. 0. Very nice wood though. Maybe we can use the wood. Maybe. What is this chair? What is this chair? Floating. Fine. VFX, always nice. Yeah, especially again how many free games are out there. I'm just glad people seem to buy a game they never end up playing. Yeah, it's true. I think if you are on Steam anyway with a game, someone will buy it anyway. Even if they will never play it, they will buy it. They will buy it. So, which is a bit sad, but anyway, it is what it is. Too many games. In fact, I don't know, when I see people saying, please go and make games, right? Like Pirate Software, I don't know if you know him. He has like the tag in all the stream, go and make games. I mean, I would say exactly the opposite. Go and don't make games. There are already too many. What are you doing making games? Completely crazy making games these days. I mean, it's completely flooded. We are flooded with games. I like these effects though. I think we will use it for something. I don't understand if it's the glowing mostly or... but anyway, I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. We can maybe do it for some scenery or whatever. You are a digital hoarder. Nice. Well, if you want to collect free games, you can collect our game, which is actually free. Believe it or not. It is free because it's free. It's not free because it's the month of August or September. It's just because it's free. And it's been born free. And it will die free. It was free when there were no free games. Imagine that. Imagine that. What is downloading? Is downloading always Fortnite all the time? Yes, he's trying to download Fortnite since a year, and I always stop it. I should just uninstall it, I guess. Okay, so we need a...
This race of robust humans claim to be the first to arrive in Iliakum. Hailing from Ginori, a single-continent forest world,
you can also see the planet. Look at the planet.
Ending in a temperate sea.
Believe it or not, you can also see the planet where they live. Insane. There are Niagara particles in that pack. Yeah, it's fine. They've been exposed to steady smash. I replaced the sword in one of the... Ah, nice. You replace the sword with a hat. So you have the same effect, but on a different item. Saleluhei. No, this name... No, thank you. Ferilie. Reavaro. This one... in Italian, re means king. And avaro means greedy. So this name in Italian means greedy king. Which is pretty funny. If you read a two-word. Omikun. Lucky. Taremin. Taremin is not bad. We are searching the name of our hero. Offeris. Courage. Kenilir. Bah! Kenilir is not bad. Do you want to call it Kenilir? It doesn't really sound like human. Right? Doesn't really sound too human actually, but... Why the hair is not changing? It's just darker. I mean, the hair and the beard should match, no? It seems that the hair is so much darker, at least in this view. Ah, yeah, it's different. Yeah, there is probably a bug in the second texture. In this there is a problem in this texture. That is used. Yeah, you see that here is consistent. There is a fuck up on the... Okay, anyway. Can we name it Kelinir or no? Let me save it. Maybe we name it this way. Maybe we name it Kelinir or we name it Soruf. Bah, Soruf. Wow, Satan. He randomized Satan. Narrako. Doran. Doran is also a pretty cool name. Doran, I could do Doran. Daharuzi. I don't know, this name doesn't sound human though. Doesn't sound of this race. I think we go with Kelinir. How this came into being? That's very, very weird. Narin. I think we already have someone named this way. Okay, let's go with this Kelinir, whatever it was. Kenilir. Kenilir. Do we also want the last name or no? I don't know if you want a last name. Gayos. Gayos is pretty cool. Larrararar. I don't think we need a last name. Alulin. Alulin is not too bad. Kenilir Alulin. There's too many L's. There's too many L's. Too many L's in my life. Jamiren. Jamiren. Jamiren is not bad. We can maybe change this to O. Jamoren. Jamoren. Jamaren, Jameren, Jamoren, Jamiren. Jameren, Jamoren. Jamoren, I don't know, I kind of like it. Okay, will be called Kelenir Jamoren. That is our new hero, boys, so it's important. This guy is the guy that they made this statue, right? This whole building is made for him, so... Okay, fantastic. So we have the name. The name is... So she falls in love with Kelenir Jamoren, which is a young, at that time, right? Which is a young and talented gladiator. Young and talented gladiator fighting every day in the arena. In the idol arena. And making a name for himself. He's a gladiator. It's okay to be a gladiator. I think it's fine, right? I was mostly talking about the whole greedy king thing. Ah, yes. Re Avaro. Re Avaro is greedy king. Yeah, you never know if these names are like bad words in other languages. So usually what I do when I invent new names, I just search it this way and I see what, if it come, like for example, there is a mountain that is named nearly like that without the N, right? Kalir is a mountain. But Kelinir doesn't seem to be anything, which is very nice. And Jamoren, no, because you know, maybe you invent a character and then it means shit in Jamaican, you know, and that's not very nice. Jamoren is definitely someone, is a last name of people. Is the last name of people. Jamoren, Daniel Brandt. Jamoren Brandt. And it's not too many people, but there are few people named that way. Doesn't seem to be very widespread though, so I think it's fine. I think we can live with that name. I think it's fine. Okay, so we have our name. We have our name and sorry, I got distracted by a message. Got distracted by a message. What I wanted to do. Okay. So she falls in love with this guy, right? A young and talented gladiator fighting every day in the Hitler arena, making a name for himself, right? Then what happens? Oh my god, another raid. Is the second raid in like an hour. What is going on? Hello guys. Hey, welcome. Hello. Hello. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the raid. Sir Dr. Dark. Sir Dr. Dark. Sir Dr. Dark. Let me see, who are you? Ah, you're this guy, eh? Software and development 3 hours ago, huh? Hello everyone, stream will be starting soon, huh? I see. Let me see what you're doing. Ah, you're this guy, eh? Hello. Oh, you're working with blueprint, crouch input, enhanced input. I see. You're working enhanced input in blueprints. Player character, jump, fall, locomotion. I see. Hey, thank you for the raid. Locomotion. It's moving. Enter transition. Just checking what you're doing, huh? I'm a bit curious, you know? I'm curious. Like every feline, I'm curious. Follow. Easy follow back. We are working on the backstory of this building. When did she die? The child of Geraldine was like, no, she didn't die. Well, she may actually die if we want. 703, right? 703. So it's not many years though. It's how many? Like 40 years, right? 39. 39 years. So at 39 years, but she was already. Ah, yes. I don't know what age she had, but I guess that she became the Octarch. Probably she was already like 20, so 39 years later, you know, she was nearly 60. So it kind of makes sense. Yeah, so let's do 64. It was all messed up, but you got it fixed. Nice. Change my name was Dr. Dark. You are learning Unreal Engine. Yeah, we are using Unreal Engine as well, as you can see here. No, you cannot see it because I don't have the editor open. But yeah, we are using Unreal Engine, and we have an MMO. We have an MMO with cats and people and strange creatures like that. Yeah. Which is released, by the way. So if you want to try it, you can, because it's released. Okay, a young and talented creator fighting every day in the idle arena and making the name on himself. Okay. So she falls in love with this guy, right? Then in 670, which is our year, so 3 years later. Isn't 3 years later a bit too much? Yeah, it's too much. I think we need to. I think she needs to fall in love with this guy 1 year later, or 2 years later, right? So why? So her father was not in agreement that she would marry this guy because he was a gladiator, even if he was good, but he was coming from like zero family, right? So her father, which is Themostes, right? Her father Themostes was not very happy about Kenilir Because even if he was a great warrior, right? He didn't have money or status, right? And making a wedding, you know, making a wedding like this would be bad. Making a wedding, so and marrying Geraldine would ruin the family heritage, whatever. You can correct my English because as you understand, I'm not native English speaker, and so I tend to, you know, type thing wrong sometime. So she does what? So in 670, right, which is the time when the plague starts in Ojaveda, the father sends her to Ojaveda for whatever reason. I don't know. I would like the father, which is the one that is opposed to the marriage, to actually send her to Oja for whatever reason. We have to decide what, and it is when she gets the plague. And she comes back to Hydla and the main city, and no doctor can fix her in any possible way. And it is the time where Kennelir decides that the only way for him to get her hand is to actually save her from the plague, right? And it is why he decides to fight the plague, right? Hello, Devro. Hey, we have a lot of people today. What is going on? Hello. It's great to see you guys. Send her to the temple to cut her off from her lover. Oh, you mean making her the English word. Like a priest, but a female priest? No, I don't think so. That would be too hard from the father. That would be too hard from the father. I think you know what may happen is that the father has decided that she should marry someone else, and she goes to Oja for the clothes and the spices and the perfumes and whatever. And there she gets the plague. But I don't know. We need a stronger. That's what fathers do. I think we need a stronger reason for her to go to Oja, which is the city of the cat people, by the way, for you guys. We need a stronger reason. So why is sending her there, or why she goes there? She goes there because I think that she can go there for the great textiles and clothes and dresses that they have there, you know, and spices and incense, whatever, and perfumes and stuff. So I think she may go there for a reason like that. So not for a real reason, but for a... Or she may go there diplomatically, right? Because maybe she has to go there to speak with the Ojaveda people for whatever reason, for merchant for trade routes, but it's less interesting, I think, if it's just for trade routes. I mean, she may go there for a diplomatic mission, right? And while she's there, she gets the plague. So anyway, she goes to Ojaveda for whatever reason, right? We have to think the reason. She goes to Ojaveda for whatever reason. It could be a diplomatic mission, or because she's anyway the Octarch, right? So she's the Octarch, so which is basically the ruler of all the land, right? So he's like a king, so she's like the queen, right? So for whatever reason, diplomatic mission, or to buy stuff. I don't know, to buy stuff, right? And here she gets the plague. So basically it means that at this point the plague is already started, right? Now the same year, I don't know when, no, she comes back to Idla and start to be sick. Right? The same year, our hero, this guy, finds out about the sickness and speaks with the father. Saying that if he manages to stop her illness, he will be able to marry her. He will be granted, how do you say in English? I don't know. He will be granted to marry her. So he's like, okay, she's dying. Do you want your daughter to die, or do you want your daughter to actually live and marry me? And I guess at that point, the father is like, okay, maybe save her and marry you, okay? So this is when do we have an idea of how long the plague lasted? I think we can say that the plague lasted 1 year. Do we have in any books or in any? Do we have anywhere? Huh? Do we have anywhere the? Do we have? Search books. Plug. The Vigesimi of Ojaveda is no other than Torquis Rabbani, who is renowned for his kindness. He will give the armor off his back. But his one is under quarantine from the plague. He's unable to attend the council meetings. He only knows about his. No, it doesn't say anything about the timing. In terms of diseases, the recent plague in Ojaveda is a good possibility that Enkidu will suffer infestation of fur mice. The fur recovering is suitable habitat for such a shit. No. The Enkidukai plague volume. These are all our books that we have in game, right? With our lore. And so I don't remember them all. And so sometimes I have to read them back. And we have a function here on the web console, which is searching words inside all the books in the game. And we have so many that, you know, I have to search it this way. The Enkidukai plague. So this has to be changed, by the way. Yeah? Did we put it in the list of stuff to do? No, I have to list it. Change the books. Because we changed the dates. Where the Ojaveda plague is mentioned. Mainly we need to change the dates. Mainly we need to change the dates. I need to change the dates, yes. Yeah. It is something we have to do, huh? Otherwise it will not work, huh? Blah 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 blah. Probably this book needs to be rewritten. But I continue to fall. Is already plague was actually me stronger about Tears fall from my eyes to the burning, misfortune, my dear friend Tarela, Saragi. But it's just saying generic stuff about the fact that it's a bad plague, but it's not really saying anything. But what the mad wizard has dream of his horror for some that twisted corner of their mind. No matter for the plague is real, from where it came. From wherever it came. The band is a terrible work. With hours of contact, the care and killer specs, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is just describing the disease. But it's not really saying anything about when it happened, how it happened. Boom. There is no known cure. Yeah, we will have to rewrite this book because this book is wrong. These are all the books where the word plague you see in white is popping up. But this seems to be all different stuff. Nah. I think the only book where there is a mention is actually, well, two books. Is this one, and then there was the one here in the Meet the Jezemi book one. Okay, so there is no indication where how long the plague lasted. I would say that it should last maximum 1 year, because if it lasts more than 1 year, you know, the whole city will be destroyed, or even less. I mean, even like 6 months. I don't want to have it like 1 month because I think that. So. So let's say that it is the first quarter of the year, right? I can put the month name, but now I don't remember all the month names in our world, and it's a bit messy because they have names. We have 10 months instead of 12 and whatever. Okay. So he finds out about the sickness, speak with the father, saying they will manage to stop their illness, will grant her to marry her. Okay, so he immediately goes, right? We are still here, so he immediately goes and search for the cause, right? So Kenny, oh my god, this name. Kennelir goes back to Ojaveda, where the plague is festering. Festering? Do you say festering in English? Oh my god. It's spreading, I mean. Where the plague is spreading and some tsar are closed, right? In particular, Saragi. I think that we had a problem with the Saragi Tsar, right? Are really in trouble. The Saragi Tsar gets is closed to external. I mean, it's closed, right? It's closed. I mean, it's impossible to enter from the outside. So what this guy does, well, this guy... Yeah, I don't think we need to say this. I think we can just do this. right? No! It doesn't work. Why? Ah. Ah! Ah! Much better. Kelly goes back to Ocean Veda where the plug is spreading some sort of in trouble. The start is closed. So I think that he learns about I think he learns about the miscast of magic, because I think I want, just Google how long the black plague was ravaging a European city. You have your answer. I think it was years. I think it was really years and years and years. How long was the Black Plague in Europe? Was 4 years. 4 years. But the plague outbreaks troubled Europe for over 300 years afterward. GG. GG! Okay. So let's learn about a miscast of magic. Now here we need to do a parallel story because okay, we can finish this one, but there is a story that creates the plague, right? Kelly learns about a miscast of magic and teams up with a powerful Enki Dukai, which are the cat people. Enki Dukai wizard named a powerful Enki Dukai wizard named Arari, no. Rarara, no. Rozare, no. Razer, no. Airro. Ah, Airro is very nice. Airro, I think I like. It's like hair ro. Satara. Tise. We name it Tise. Tareshe. Shariti. Can we do Sharizi? Sharizi. Okay, the wizard will be called Sharizi. So with a powerful Enkadokai wizard named Sharizi that despite the miscast magic managed to find the source of the source, right, of the trouble, of the problem. The source of the problem. It points to a cave deep into the desert, right? Deep into the desert. And suggests Kennilir to explore it, even if it may be fatal. It may be fatal for him. But he doesn't care because he has to save the lady, and so he's like, what the fuck? I'm going anyway. You know? Meanwhile, guys, you can think for whatever reason she went there. Okay, so he arrives into the cave. So Kennilir arrives into the cave only to find a giant, a huge, a terrifically big, a huge lizard. Well, actually, I think that... Do you think he has to fight all three? Like, all three incarnations of the lizard or not? I think he may. This is our Leader guy, right? This is our Leader guy. Do we need a name for the crazy wizard? Yeah, we need a name for the crazy wizard. The crazy wizard. Okay, let's try to put into the story the crazy wizard, right? So the crazy wizard, what did we say? I think the basic race was already there. So, what did this crazy wizard wanted to do? When did he start, by the way? He started pretty much in the same years or not? I think like 665 or 666. I mean, around those years. Maybe it took him like 2 or 3 years, you know, to actually do the maths, right? So let's say 665. We need a name of our wizard. What race do we want our wizard to be? Do we want him to be a lady or a man? No, I would make him fight one. The second incarnation he wins because of the other guy he got with, and the lizard then runs away. I think I would like him to fight all three. We have 3 different versions of this monster. Lava, and one is the crystal. And I think only by destroying all 3 the curse is broken. And the freaking wizard that mutated into those, because it's actually the wizard that mutated into those lizards, right? So the only problem we have to invent now, why the crazy weeds? Okay, is a male or a female? I think I would like to do it a male. I don't know why. I'm you know, one thing that happens very often, and I'm really aware of this because I'm doing a game master also for pen and paper D&D, and then I play with a female GM in another group, and it's insane the amount of men that I put and the amount of female that she put. So it seems that when we are creating characters, we are a bit of bias on our own gender. I don't know why, but probably because it is more natural to us to design a character that is like us, right? Maybe it's harder for me to design a female character, and for her it's harder to maybe design a male character. I don't know, but I noticed this thing, right? So like we went on a ship in an adventure that she made, and the whole ship was only female, right? So like the guards, like the sailors, like the cook, everyone was a female, which was insane. I would never done it this way. But for her it was natural, right? My editor recently said I need to implement more men because the new book has too many women in it. Okay. You're writing a book? Nice. I mean, we can make her a woman. You know what I think is that when I make an evil character, I don't feel very comfortable in making it a woman, right? Because it's like insulting her. I don't know. No? I don't know. I have this stupid feeling like, why should be a woman? I mean, poor girl, right? Why should insult? Why should make a bad? I mean, I prefer to take it to take the heat, you know, as a man that is an evil character, than put it on a girl. But I don't know. Maybe it's a useless. You are a writer? Ah, okay, nice. It's okay to insult a man. Yeah, exactly. It's okay to insult a man, but not a woman, maybe. I don't know. So anyway, do you want this to be a man or a girl? To me, it's the same. It's the same. I mean, it doesn't really make any difference, right? Okay, let's make it a girl, just because we did all this long discussion and we only have man and. Okay, so is a girl of which race? Which race? Klyros, Diaboli, and Kidukai, Dermorian, Nolthrir, Lemur, Kran, Stonehammer, Aurelian. Which race? I mean, if he's in Oja, it could be an Enki, right? He could be a cat girl. He could be a cat girl. A dark cat girl. No, she becomes a lizard. No, she's a normal. She becomes through magic. She becomes through miscast magic. So she starts like this, like you see it now. But through miscast magic and crazy experiments, at the end she turns herself into a giant lizard, or not. I don't know. Well, she may still be normal, but create this army of giant lizards if we want. I think it was fun if she take the shape of a giant lizard just because she worked so much on them. Okay, what is the name? What is the name of the lady? Zirrare? Zarashir? Zarashir is not bad. It's too similar to the other guy that we... Is it too similar to the other guy that we... Sharizi. Yeah, because the Enki, the cat people have names like this, right? So there is this name generator is based on the race, right? So it tends to create names that are similar to... What the fuck is this name? Zaza. We can call her Zaza. Zaza's pretty good. Zaza, no? Easite. Easite sounds very evil. I think I cannot like it. Easytel. Easytets. Easytest. Easatats. No. Easyter. Easyth. Easytats. Easytests. I don't know. It was not bad. Asha very easy. Asha. We can call her Asha. Asha. I think the whole world is called Asha, no? Asha. There is a musical group, there is a band, there is another guy, there is Asha, there is a lot. But I think Asha we can use it for a real NPC, not just a story. It's too good of a name, you know, to use it for just a random Sushiro. Sounds very Japanese, but I think it's not bad. Because it's a bit is sushi raw, you know, sashimi raw. Izashe is not bad. Okay, let's use Izashe or Hai Sashe or Hai Sashi. Izashe. Izashe it means shit in Hungarian or no? No, it seems not. I think we can use it. There is Izashi, which is a lady, by the way, as well. Interesting. Okay, we'll be named Izashi. I think it's good. So our So Izashe is an Enkidukai. I will not go for the last names because otherwise we go crazy. He's an Enkidukai wizard, right? Now, why this freaking wizard decided to build his own army of freaking quill drakes? Why? Why she decided to build? I think that the quill drake was already there, right? And she wanted to create two variations of them, right? The lava one and the crystal one, with two materials that he found and she managed to empower with and imbibe with magic and such, right? Maybe you should see the three variations, otherwise you are confused now what they are. I can show you the three variations if you really want. If you really want, let me see. Teleport locations, Quill Drake. Unfortunately, Quill Drake is not here. What? No. It's probably we have the location. No, because if I have to search them to impress a god, to impress a god. Interesting. To impress a god. Okay. So these are the three lizards. Now they're a bit small here, but I think that this one was already there. It was already in the desert. But she created this one, which is basically a lava fire variation of it. And this one, which is basically a crystal magic variation of it, right? In reality, they are identical. Only the texture is different and a bit of the sides, right? And then after she did all that mess, right? After she did all that mess, these two races actually remained in the world. And so if you go now and try to find the races, you can't find them, right? You can't. So they are there in the desert somewhere. Now they are just like this at the moment because I didn't spread them around, but I will spread them around one day. Cannot attack this creature. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, so I guess the question is, so Isashi was an Inkeru. So to impress a god, to impress a god is not very easy, in the sense that I like the idea, but it's not very easy because our gods, I mean, they are there, right? They are there, but they are not really there. So how and why a god would, how and why a god would give her a mission, right? And also which god, because I'm thinking. I mean, we have to create another story in the story, right? But in theory, we could take the god of death, right? We have a god which is basically the god of the afterlife, and maybe she visited him, because actually in our world you can die and go to the afterworld and then come back, right? And you are not really dying, but then if you die from old age, then you really die, right? But if you just go under a bus, yeah, you don't die. You go to the afterworld and you can come back if you manage to. So we can say that she died few times and went to the afterworld, and in the afterworld she made a pact with Dakru, and Dakru is our god of the afterlife. And my only problem now is, okay, so she went there, she spoke with the god, and she wanted to do what? She wanted immortality? Easy. She wanted immortality. She wanted immortality. And obviously Dakuru said, fuck you, no way, you will never have immortality, no one can have immortality. And she said, well, if I give you 2 new races and an army of... Okay, I think it may work. I mean, it's a bit stretched, but I think it may work. So how she died, I don't think we care how she died, right? So she's a very... So she's an Inkerikai wizard that is trying to reach immortality. She believes it's possible. So, crazy enough, she suicided a number of times to visit the death realm, right? The death realm. Because anyway, if you suicide in our world, you don't really die. Again, you go to the... I mean, if you like cut your limbs off, I mean, obviously you will have a bit of a problem when you come back, right? But if you just take a poison, right? If you take a poison and you die, so crazy enough, she suicided a number of times to visit the death realm, right? Because it's not reachable in any other ways. And there she went on an endless search for Dakru. Dakru is the god of death, and it's not very clear if he likes people dying or not. I mean, it's not very clear if this god really wants people to die or not. No one really understood it by now yet. And these are the 2 creatures that she created, and that is the one that was already there, right? Okay, so she goes there, right? She goes in the death realm. If you want to see the death realm, I can bring you there in a second. Death realm start. Here you are. You just died, my friends. You just died. No, I fall down. Why the because I have the daylight override. No, I don't. Oh, why is not dark? There is something fucked up in the... Ah, it's dark now. Okay. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Why is not dark? Interesting. I don't have daylight override. This should be 0. There is something not working. Now. Like this better. Anyway, Dakru is pretty much this guy. Well, this is a representation of him. It's not really him, but it's a representation. It's a representation of this god of death, right? This guy. It's a very old 3D model, as you can see. Like here, there is a kind of a fuck up on the UV or something. But yeah. So yeah, this is the Death Realm. I don't know why the skybox is lit. I don't understand what is going on. If it's the fog that is fucked up, should be completely dark, apart from the lights in the level. Slightly better, but still there is something not working. I don't know what is going on. But anyway, fine. We will find out one day. So in this weird world of the afterlife, you may also find people here sometimes, but it's basically a giant maze that you have to solve to find your way back to the normal world. If you want to see the Death Realm, I can bring you there. Exactly. It's not even see Don't worry, my friend. I can bring you there easy. Easy. There are also these weird creatures, right? In the Death Realm. But anyway, he hates it because he has to deal with the paperwork. To become immortal, there is a lot of paperwork. Could be. So, Isashi is an Ekidoki wizard. Is trying to reach immortality. She believes it's possible. Why she believes it's possible? I don't know. She believes it's possible. So, create an Isashi suicide a number of times to visit the Death Realm and explore it. She went on an endless search for Dakru. And I would say at a certain point, she found him. Or anyway, she found like an extension of, right? So like 2 years later, right? She managed to contact somehow or the god or an extension of the god or whatever. I mean, it's the same. To contact, you know, an essence of, or an incarnation of whatever you want. She managed to contact an essence of Dakru, and she begs for immortality. Now, Dakru doesn't give a shit, really. So, I mean, Dakru is like, you want to be immortal, thank you. Good job, good question. Simply no. Just refuses, not even thinking about it, right? She goes mad. She goes mad and wants to destroy him and his realm, which is obviously impossible. But she was mad already at the beginning, so I mean, mad for mad is kind of fine, right? So she goes mad and wants to destroy him and his realm in some way. So she retires in a cave below Ojaveda and starts magical experiments with the Quildrake. Which is this guy. A lizard creature living in the desert, right? So what she wants to do? She wants to get revenge on Dakru somehow. So she's saying what? I'm going to create a powerful version of this creature, and I'm going to destroy everyone in 5 kilometers range, all the villages in the desert. So all these people are going to the Death Realm, and what? Doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, she wants to cause like traffic jam in the Death Realm, like that. There is too many people, too many souls there. So she decides to kill like 100 people so that there is too much traffic up there. I don't know. I mean, how can she get revenge? I have no idea. How can she get revenge? Or she just goes mad and kills people for the sake of killing, but it's not very interesting. She wants to swamp the bureaucracy. Yeah, exactly. She wants to send people like every 2 minutes so that in the gates of the Death Realm, you know, they get jammed. And fuck, I mean, too many people. Go back. Why she goes mad? Why she decide? Because if we find a reason, right? It plays into my story because she may decide to mutate this guy with magic into like monstrous creatures that she can control, and she can start to ravage the villages around and send those creatures to kill the villages around. But the problem is that the magic that she uses is actually affecting Oja somehow, and the plug starts because we need a connection with the plug, right? We need a connection with the plug that we don't have yet. She sends people to the Death Realm to prove that the god, she is a good kitten and sends souls. So you think that Dakru, instead of refusing it, is telling her, I mean, Dakru refuses, but she asks what he wants. And what he wants more people in his realm, and she starts to send them 1 million. But I don't think a god will ever say that. I mean, I think a god is above everything, right? So like a single human asking you a question is like a grain of sand on a beach. So is nothing, right? It's not relevant. No, he refuses and she thinks that what she needs to do. Okay. So she mistakenly thinks that she has to send as many souls as possible. No, you know what? I have an idea. So Dakru refuses and bans her forever from the Death Realm. So the next time she dies, it will be through death, right? We call it through death when you are really dying, right? You are not going to the afterlife. You're really dead. I mean, you're really, like, if you die from old age, is through death, right? And by the way, in the Death Realm, there is an arena that unfortunately we never developed, so actually it's not there, but I would like to have it, which is an arena of through death. It's like playing Diablo hardcore mode. Isn't that the origin story of Deadpool? Thanos bans him from dying so he can meet the Lady Death? I don't know, is it like that? Could be. It's hard to invent something new. I mean, Deadpool, you mean that character, this guy? I don't know. What is the story of Deadpool in short? Deadpool, whose name is Wade, as a mercenary, developed a terminal cancer. To save his life, he underwent an experimental procedure. Part of some project gave a Wolverine his power. The experiment cured his cancer by giving an accelerating healing factor, but also always be scared. Okay. Unpredictable anti-hero, a mercenary who constantly break from the fourth wall. He jokes in a fight. Despite his chaotic nature, often and sure. Bah. No, it doesn't say that. Ask it for the comic version. Wasn't there Thanos what? Banning him from dying? Yes, you are right. As part of the comic book, not the story version. The Marvel comic, Deadpool has a long-running twisted love triangle with Death. Death actually loves Deadpool, but Thanos is also in love with her. Oh my god, it's a mess. Out of jealousy, Thanos cursed Deadpool with immortality. But it's the opposite, though. Thanos cursed Deadpool with immortality, making it impossible for him to ever truly die. So he could never be with Death. That is why in the comics Deadpool often jokes about being unable to die. Yeah, but it's the opposite. Yeah, it's very similar, but it's the opposite. We do the opposite of this. But yeah, good catch. I mean, good memory. But it's the opposite, so I think we can do it. It's not a copy. It's not a copy. We can do it. Okay. So Dakro refuses and banned her forever from the Death Realm. To avoid being annoyed again. To avoid being annoyed again, right? So the next time she dies, it will be through that, right? And now she can really go mad, right? She can really go mad and say, you know what? I cannot come to your realm. I will send you other people. They will seek immortality. So she goes mad. No, she goes mad. No, she may also be not mad in this case. So she changes her plans. Anyway, a bit in her madness, right? And she convinces people to seek immortality. So basically she's convincing other people to go to the Death Realm. But then why the lizards? The lizards, now we lost the connection with the lizard though. I really like the fact that Dakro is refusing entrance to the Death Realm to her. I think it's very nice. I really like it. So now I'm missing the connection with the lizard if you want to have the lizard, or otherwise we change it. But basically the end connection to this, right, is the plug. So in Ojaveda, which is the city of the Enki people that I can show you if you don't know it. Ojaveda here, right? So there is the city of the Enki people, right? Of the cat people, right? This is the city of the cat people. So in this city, you see that it's all divided by walls because every section is basically a pack or a clan, right? Of cat people that have different skin, different fur, right? And nearly half of the city was closed for a plague, right? Half of the city was closed for the plague, and our lady Geraldine got the plague there, and our hero saved, right? I mean, destroyed this plague in a way that we still need to understand, but destroyed the plague, right? He destroyed the plague, and he managed to end the plague, and also to save her, and then probably they marry, which is very nice, right? See you, Devro. Hey, thank you for the help anyway. I think the god idea really helped. I can also give it to ChatGPT and ask for ideas, but so I don't know if at this point Dakro refuses and ban her forever from the Death Realm to avoid being annoyed again, so the next time she dies will be through that. I mean, she can just go mad and try to seek immortality in other ways, right? And other ways could be as crazy as, you know, ravaging and destroying other villages and sending other people to the Death Realm so that just she can study them, or she can, I don't know. If you guys have any idea, let me know. Let me ask ChatGPT. So why let me try. Let me see if ChatGPT gives me any good idea. In Planeshift MMO, which by the way ChatGPT knows about, I'm trying to create the background story for one of the guilds. The war Smiters. It was created by. It was created by this guy. It's not true, but I'm just simplifying for the. It was created by this guy. An alien gladiator. An alien gladiator. The short story is that he saves Geraldine from the disease, from the disease. What I'm below there is part of the story, but I miss the connection. Where I added this. In the desert, she falls in love, blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Let me see if it gives me any ideas. Oh, wait. Is it duplicated? No. It's not duplicated. Tiger chat with AI? Yeah, always. I mean, these days I'm using AI a lot, really a lot. I'm using it for a lot of things. I mean, for drawings, for icons, for ideas, for sketches, I use it a lot. So you want to justify why Geraldine is actually turned into experimenting with lizards? No, Geraldine and Isasha are two different people. When Dakro rejects Isasha and condemns her through that, she grows desperate. No longer able to explore the death realm, she begins searching for other paths of immortality. She turns the gate to the desert around Dojo where she knows the Quildrake are a resilient creature. She can survive scorching heat and well without water. The scales shed regenerate quickly and make them seem also reborn. It's not too bad. I mean, what he's suggesting is that she tries to become a lizard or mutate her form, thinking that she can then go to the Death Realm again. Or is that she convinced herself that Isla hold the key to cheating death. She begins magical experimentation to infuse her essence into the air, trying to bind the fragile modality of Quildrake resistance, but her search goes wrong. She destabilizes the natural balance of the desert, corrupting the Quildrake with magical disease. The twisted creature survives, but the infection spreads. Yeah, something like that. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's a bit stretched because, I mean, the fact that she thinks that the Quildrake is immortal is a bit ridiculous. Right? So it is kind of ridiculous. But she may start experimenting, you know, with magic to make creatures immortal. She may start, you know, experimenting with magic randomly on these creatures, and so like making them and this is why she creates the lava creature and why she creates the crystal creature, right? So because she's trying to mix elements with the nature of a creature. Yeah, I think it may work. I think it may work, guys. I think it may. I will have to go around 6, I think. Let me see why. Let me just see at which time. Yeah, around 6 I have to. Around 6 I have to stop. Around 6 I have to stop, my boys. So in about 20 minutes. I think it may work actually. I think it may work. So, okay. So let's do this. So she managed to the god of that. Yuzasha managed to contact the essence of Doctor as she begs for immortality. Doctor refuses and banned her forever the death time to avoid being annoyed again, so next time she dies will be through that. Okay. So we said that she tries to find other ways to immortality. And she retires in a cave below Javeda and start magical experimentation with the Quill Drake, a creature living in the desert, trying to mix their genes with other materials. Trying to make them without trying, mixing them or mutating them, right? Mutating them, seeking to make them resilient to anything, right? So I think what she's trying to do, she's trying to create a race that is immortal, pretty much, right? And then she would do the same to herself, right? Particularly resilient to or particularly long-aged. I don't know, resilient to what? If it's resilient to damage, resilient to age, resilient to... or resilient in general. Her plan is to mutate the creatures and see if she can increase their life. The problem is that she cannot test it, right? Because if you say, okay, I managed to make them... well, she may see that they should not decay, right? If she can make them immune to decay and aging, right? If that's successful, right? If that's successful, she would do the same on herself, right? She would do the same on herself. Okay, I think this piece kind of resonates with me. I think this piece kind of reasons with me. So I don't think we should use the past. Did we use the past in our story? Oh fuck, yes, we did. It was. Okay, we'll have to change everything to the past, but fine. So here basically the okay. So here the magic of so Isasha creates two new variations of the Quildrake, right? Hello, Nortrir Borimel. Nortrir. It's very close to our Nortrir race. You know that we have a Nortrir race, so your name is very, very close. I don't know if you are one of them. Are you one of them? This one. Ah, you are. But then you misspelled it. Hello. Are. That sounds like a generated name, but Are from our generator. Probably it is. Okay, so Isasha creates two new variation of the Quildrake, but which are particularly resistant, or particularly something that grammar never likes, huh? Particularly resilient and strong. One resilient to physical damage. The lava guy. And the other to magic. Right? The crystal version. And you have the two here, and these are the two. But I need a but, right? I need a but. But somehow the magic fails her, and this is where I don't know exactly the connection with the plug, right? Because the AI is suggesting that simply the research goes wrong. She destabilized the balance of the desert and is corrupting those guys, and their infection spread to others. Which I like it, don't like. I think it's not bad. I changed it this way. I changed it this way. I changed it this way. If you have any ideas, guys, please let me know. If you have any feedback on the story, let me know. You want to say hi? Hello? Hi. You have to get to work. You're working on Sunday. So my problem is that I find that the... So I'm missing the... I need ideas on this. The experiment leaks, classing contamination. Isashi mutated quilldrakes, Isashi mutated quilldrakes proved too resilient. They don't die from their rituals, but instead carry them usable unstable magical energy. The lava variant constantly radiates a burning fever aura, while the crystal variant, all unstable, are can't resist. Their presence in the cave leads corruption into the water, infecting anyone who drinks or trades in the region. Yeah, I mean, this is what we said already, right? This is what we said already. I don't know if it's too weak, right? If it's too weak. That these two creatures are... I don't know. Anyway, I think I have to go, guys. Unfortunately. I think I have to go. I have to go. No, I'm just watching if there is anything. I think we can do this. I mean, I think that we can do this. I mean, it's not as strong. Let me see the other options. Symbiosis going wrong. Accidental curse. Is such attempt to bind her own life essence to the lizard. Creating a symbiotic link. When she abandoned or failed those rituals, the quilldrakes were left outbound to their essence, outbound to the natural cycle. The instability caused them to emit a soul sickness that spread to the mortal who came too close. Then their vitality, weakness, and immune system. Wow, no, that is too much. I mean, this is too science fiction, really. Nah. There is a bit too much science fiction. Dakru Revenge, Divine Punishment. Oh, this is not a bad idea, actually. Dakru Anger by Izasha Defiance, Curses Experiments. Any being she mutates spread decay rather than escaping it. Do you think that this is an option? It's not bad. I mean, the only question I have is why Dakro would bother, right? Why Dakro would bother? Because it's like, oh, a god, just for a person that went mad, right? Decides to spend his time and energy and magic to curse her. I don't know. I think she punished her already enough by banishing her from the Death Realm forever. And I don't think that he will or she will intervene again. Magical miscast. Yeah, this one also was something that I was thinking. When Izashi created a new breach, you rely on stable crystal magic, the same as available spending a miscast. The overlap amplified the mutation, warping the creature into living kind of chaotic magic. Instead of gaining resilient, the creature became carried of wild magic corruption. The miscast magic is in this. Yes, because I have it here already. I have it here already. Okay, guys, I have to go. It's 6 o'clock. It's a bit of a pity, but I have to. I think we made very great progress on this. The story is basically there. I just need to find this connection with the plug, but then we are done, right? Then we are done. I think we can write a small book, meaning, you know, like 1 page of text, but in game it looks like a book. From the perspective maybe of this Canilier, so of this guy, right? That maybe he wrote something, his memories about what happened, right? And I think he will die, unfortunately, in the process. I think he will die in the process, which is very annoying, but I think he will. I think we'll probably not marry Geraldine at the end, but we have to decide that. Okay, guys, so thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I may do a stream in the morning as well, just to recover a bit the fact that we are a bit behind with this, right? So, if not, I will be in the afternoon around 4 p.m. European time. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, that would be nice. I'm trying to reach 900 followers. And if you want to try our game is available for free on our website. The links are below the stream. You can click on download now, and you can download it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. And yeah, the server is up. You can join and play if you want. See you, everyone, and thank you again for the raids. We got 2 raids today. Fantastic. Maybe we should raid someone else. Yes, absolutely. We should give the favor back. Let me see who we can raid. There is Team Vash. I can raid her, but only if she's really working on Unreal or MMO stuff. She's working on something else, and I don't think it's a great idea. This guy, I remember this guy. Yes. Let me see if we can find some Unreal Engine, actually. Some Unreal Engine person that is streaming Fantasy Online. U5 Tower Defense Prototype. Maybe this guy? I don't know.
Is everything just a turning point?
Yeah, maybe this guy. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Okay, so if you want to stay for the raid, that would be nice. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Bye bye.